Hi guys, this is MattiAce, and yes, out and about on a stroll as per usual. I decided to talk about something that actually was brought up during one of my streams, or actually several times people have asked me to give my perspective, my view on all this talk about UFOs, flying saucers, secret government facilities, and all these whistleblowers. Oh, maybe there's not that many whistleblowers. At least there's one well-known whistleblower now coming out saying that the US government have biological entities, meaning, you know, aliens, in their facilities, or in one of their facilities. So I'll just give you my take on this, and I say I don't believe in any of that. Nothing. So there's probably going to be some people that get a bit offended by that, so I'd like to elaborate on that if I can borrow your time for a moment. First and foremost, let's just address the number one issue here. Do I believe that there are other life forms on other planets in this or in another galaxy? Yes, I do. I really believe that there are other life forms, actually with no doubt. And my main argument for this is that life on Earth, as we know it, consists of some of the most common elements in the universe. So it would be kind of weird. It is like, it defies logic that there wouldn't be life on other planets. Being that I think it's called carbon-based life. Sorry if I get the scientific explanation wrong here. I'm just, you know, I'm not sitting in front of my computer where I can fact check all of this to give you the right terminology. But yeah, I definitely do believe that there are life on other planets. But I do not believe in any of these stories that people bring out. And the main reason for this is because of common human behavior. We human beings have a tendency to be rather narcissistic. There's a lot of hubris and megalomaniacal thoughts and behavior among people. And this takes different expressions depending on what is, you know, what is the herd mentality at whatever point in time. You go back 20 years in time, people talked about something else. You go back yet another 20 years in time, people talked about something else. You know, if it's angels, or if it's goblins or trolls in a forest like this, or if it's dead, they see their dead ancestors, or the Loch Ness monster, or whatever. But people don't really seem to be all that interested when the scientific explanation to what they thought they saw actually is accessible, which it's not always there, because these stories doesn't always present enough information for the scientists to actually analyze. Now, more specifically, when it comes to these aliens, well, especially the whole thing about human behavior, I think I want to focus on that mostly in this video. Human behavior. So that in all of these stories about aliens and UFOs nowadays, and they don't even call it UFOs anymore, they have some other acronym based on some other terminology now, but what you see is we humans, for whatever reason, we always make ourselves quite important in all of these stories. It's like we human beings, these stories are always centered around us one way or another. You know, the longer you listen to these stories, the more it comes back to that. And we all know that space, the distance between our solar system and even the closest solar system, is so incomprehensible, or incomprehensible maybe you should say, that we can't really grasp it. If you say that it's really far, or you try to talk about it, everybody's be like, yeah, I agree, yeah, it's really far. But we can't really comprehend that. It's so enormously far these distances. And what this means is that if there is another life form that actually has the technology to travel from another solar system, even any of the closest solar system, to our solar system, they are so vastly above us, they are so enormously far ahead of us, that we are nothing to them. And this is where all these stories fail. As if we, human beings, have aliens in some bunker somewhere, where we are reverse engineering alien technology. That is so narcissistic. We would be like insects to them. To say that we are reverse engineering alien technology, that's like saying that there's ants and beetles that have human scientists in some bunker somewhere, and they are reverse engineering a car, like a Tesla or whatever. It's ridiculous. I mean, we human beings, we as a species, we can barely get to the moon. And even getting there, we can't really benefit from it. I mean, we can benefit from the technology getting us there, but the moon to us, that's basically just a cold, dark, boring rock. We can't benefit anything from actually getting there, except the technology that took us there in the first place. And this is where all of these stories fail, in my opinion. If these aliens, these proclaimed aliens, wanted us to know about them, we would know about them without any doubt. If they didn't want us to know about them, there is no way we would see any of that. So this whole mystery thing, it just fails because of the mystery thing itself, and because of, again, the narcissistic behavior of human beings. Now, as a YouTuber, as a streamer, this is something that I have vastly underestimated for many years. The incredible need that people have for attention and recognition. I did not take that seriously for many years, and I've paid quite a bit of a price for that also, for ignoring the fact that people have this massive need for recognition and attention. This is why I believe that all these stories, they follow this pattern that makes them less credible. And not to point finger at any of you if you actually believe in this. This is just that herd mentality, or following the group mentality, so to speak. This accelerates this, or it makes this need, it makes it stronger, right? We just side with one group of people, whether it's ideology, any other belief, or politics, or whatever we believe in, some kind of financial or economic structure. We do this in all aspects of life, and then we stick to that, and we defend our belief regardless of any kind of logic or scientific explanation that could be there. And yeah, that's the short version of my take on aliens, UFOs, flying sorcerers, and secret government bunkers, whistleblowers, and Area 51, and whatever. Anyway, if you want any more of my thoughts, any other topic, let me know in the comment section below, because for whatever reason, we have a lot of interesting topics outside of gaming on my gaming channel all of the time. So I don't mind talking about these things, and yeah, I will respect you, even if you believe that you have seen an alien, even if you have been abducted by an alien, if you've been on a spaceship. I don't think less of you for that. I may not believe you, but I do not have any condescending thoughts about you as a person if you have a completely different view of this than I have. Thank you.